Hey, what's up guys, the Strongboys19 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing A Saucerful of Secrets by Pink Floyd. This is the band's second studio album, and it came out in the year of 1968, and the follow-up to that is 1967's great debut, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Now I'm holding the laptop for this video, so I just feel like carrying this laptop around without just leaving it at one spot from the bad lighting. But anyways, A Saucerful of Secrets is an album that has been developed by many different things, and it does have the psychedelic rock feel like The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. However, during the making and the recording of this album, Syd Barrett is the member that had a lot of troubles from his life, and he is in and out of the band due to his really bad state of drug addictions and his erratic behavior, and it just classifies Syd as not an official member of Pink Floyd after that. So it is also their first to have David Gilmour on the lead guitar. Now, what do I think of this album? A Saucerful of Secrets is an album to me that is not as strong. Whilst I was listening to this album, it is a really different style from the band's music, and at some points from some tracks, this album does have some things that are really different than The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. The Piper at the Gates of Dawn does have some very intriguing and catchy hooks from the really good sounds of the psychedelic rock genre, with some memorable choruses and some songs that do stand out as well. There are 7 songs on this album, and it runs mostly up to 39 minutes in length. So this is an album to me that, in my opinion guys, has never been one of my favourite Pink Floyd albums. I'm not saying that the album is bad or anything. Not many people can love this album as much as pretty much their most popular releases. So if you guys like this album, fair play, and you can let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. So the production of this album is pretty decent stuff, and the songs in general are on various different spots, and there are some more of the more spacious and some quite ambient styles in the music as well. And at some points the band can be building up to more of the interesting and dramatic progressive side on the music as well. And my favourite song on this album is mainly Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, and it does have the whole band playing, and it has Syd Barrett on the guitars with Roger Waters' really soft and quite of a quiet sounding vocal range. And then there is another song on here called Corporal Clegg, which is a track that is really based on Roger's father that had lost his leg during World War II. And the song in general is not too bad, but I just find the song to be quite forgettable. When I listen to Pink Floyd, I wouldn't really remember Corporal Clegg as one of the best songs on the album. It's not bad, but it is just one of these songs where I wouldn't just find it as great as the other songs on here. Let There Be More Light is a really, really good introduction to the album, a great opening track which does have the very good vocals from Roger Waters, and some really quite unique sounds of the psychedelic sound as well. Then there's the other song called Jug Band Blues, which is the closing track to the album, which only has Syd Barrett on vocals, and it also includes the international staff band known as the Salvation Army. And also, the vocals for Corporal Clegg is Nick Mason, and he did the kazoo on Jug Band Blues as well. Richard Wright is the only member that has been experimenting the songs with different instruments on these tracks, from like the organ to the mellotron, the vibraphone, and the vocals as well. And there are some sounds of the acoustic and slide guitars involved in the album as well. Then there's also the sounds of acoustic guitars and slide guitars into the music as well. The title track, A Saucerful of Secrets, is the nearly 12-minute instrumental, which, in my opinion, I've not been a big fan of at all either. Like I said, from my own thoughts on the instrumental of The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, it's just one of those instrumentals where I couldn't really get into what was going on, and I would just simply, not really forget about it, but just one of these things where I could really possibly think, if Pink Floyd can make a great instrumental, I would like it to sound much more melodic or as dramatic. But in my opinion, A Saucerful of Secrets, the instrumental track, is quite of, a bit of a mishmash all the way through, and it just doesn't go anywhere for me to enjoy the track whatsoever. If you just like the instrumentals on here, fair play. The production of this album is done by Norman. The production of this album is done by Norman Smith, which did a pretty great job on here, and the sound of the instruments does sound really, really smooth stuff. And if you guys just like A Saucerful of Secrets, that's cool, but as I said, it's never been one of my favourite Pink Floyd releases whatsoever. So, that's pretty much all I've got to say about A Saucerful of Secrets. And, I will be reviewing their other albums in their discography. As for an album rating, I'm going to give A Saucerful of Secrets by Pink Floyd, I say a 7 out of 10. So, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will keep you guys posted. I'll keep you guys posted in more of these videos in the future.